Hey everybody, it's Lo and welcome back to my channel, Lo Without Limits. Today I'm going to be giving you a gut health update and what else you can do to be helping out your gut. So if you want to see that, then just keep watching. A few months back, I uploaded a video about fixing my adrenals and gut health. And while it did help out a little bit, one of the things that I mentioned in that video was taking a good probiotic to just help my gut feel less bloated and just make me feel a bit better. And I was buying a relatively cheap one from CVS because I didn't want to be splurging money on a probiotic, and I thought, well, this one seems good, it's like 24 bucks, I'm down for that. And then about a month ago, I was like, you know what, I really want to put more focus into my gut health, into what I'm taking, into these probiotics, and I kept hearing about seed. Like seed everywhere. It's like this probiotic and prebiotic, which when together is called a symbiotic, called seed. And I was hearing it everywhere. I was hearing it on podcasts and it was showing up all over my social media. So I was finally like, you know what, I'm gonna go for it. It's a little bit more. It's like $44 a month or whatever, but it seems worth it. And like your gut health and your health is just something that you don't really want to go like the cheap route with all the time. So that, you know what, I'm gonna go with seed. So I got it, I shared all that on my Instagram stories, and the packaging that it came with, you can actually like compost the inside that it came with. And I love that it comes in these little glass jars. You get like a travel one too, and every month they just send you a little pouch that you can recycle and to fill up your glass jar. So I started taking it, and in the like directions, like the paper says, you might feel weird for like 2 weeks, because we're giving you new probiotics, like all these things, your gut has to get used to it. And because I think I was starting to treat my gut really well and I was taking an old probiotic, that my adjustment wasn't super hard. So I didn't have like those first 2 weeks of like feeling super gross or anything, but within the week, my restroom experience got so much, like my 2-week experience was like on the really good end. And very TMI, but in the mornings I will use the restroom twice. One is like a bit more solid, and then 15 minutes later after walking around for a bit, not so much. Since taking this, I go once and it's like a perfect one. It's like the ideal consistency. And then later in the afternoon, I have been going like a second time, which is weird for me because usually I'll just like do this 2 in the morning and then I'm done, don't have to worry about going poo throughout the day. So now like sometimes in the afternoon I do have to go again, which will be annoying when like I have to go to work and I'm like, ugh, just thought of a daytime poo is really annoying. But it's helped me out so much and I love it, and I can show you one right now. They come in these little capsules that are designed and like extremely well tested to make it all the way down to like the end of your gut and just release from there. And I actually recently I've been following Seed, so then they started Seed University. So I went and I watched all the highlights for that. You should do it as well. And I took a final, and I am now actually a Seed University ambassador. I graduated with 100%. And it's just like, I did that because seed and like gut health is something that I'm so interested in, and like the story of seed and just like all the research and all the science that goes into it. Like I know that it's such a good product, not only for my gut, but just like for the environment as well. And I've just loved seed so much, like I can't say enough about it. So I will have a link down below if you want to try seed. Now that I am an ambassador, you can use that link and purchase it through me, which would mean so much. Like seed is something I love so much, and I don't want to say that seed gave me abs, but ever since taking seed, I have seen abs. This jumper situation isn't the best to show you, but if you go to my Instagram at Lo Without Limits, you can see some pics there. But I've just never felt better. I feel like I don't wake up, and I used to wake up already pretty bloated, and when I would use the restroom twice and then finally it would go down a bit, but then as soon as I started eating, I would just get instantly bloated again. Like everything would bloat me, and not as bad as like when I would have like gluten or dairy, and that's just like a mess. But I was just like, I would get bloated quickly, and I would wake up and just like already feel like gross, unless like I had to use the restroom right away. and then if I didn't, then it would just like sit there and I would just feel so bloated. And since doing this, I don't wake up like that. I wake up and I feel great. I wake up and I'm still a little bloated because I do have to like use the restroom, but I feel so much better than I ever have, than I've ever woken up before. And it just makes me feel so much greater. And because of the gut-brain axis, people say that if your gut is healthy, then your brain is healthy. They like communicate with each other. And I'm truly believing that, because just like these last few weeks of taking it, I've felt so amazing. Like I've never felt better. So just nothing but good things to say about seed, but that's also not the only thing that's helped me out in my gut health these last few months. This I am getting from CVS again, because I want to try to find a good one, and until I do like further research on it, like how I did with seed, then I will go the cheaper route. But this is a enzyme digestive support, so you can take 2 before meals that you know may upset your stomach. So if I do have something with dairy or with ice cream, I will have 2 of these, because they have lactose in it, or lactase, which will help break down the lactose in dairy. There's also a bunch of other enzymes in here that your body may not have, especially if you do have a lot of gut issues. So if you're eating something that might upset your stomach, then I definitely recommend finding a digestive enzyme that works for you. Because of the ingredients, some work for some people, some don't for others. So start off, buy one. If it doesn't work or you just feel really uncomfortable on it still, try a different one. But this one I've really liked, and it has like an orange flavor, so it's like a chewable. So I keep this in my purse. I don't need it all the time. A lot of people, if they eat something and then instantly get bloated or instantly have indigestion, you can take it before every meal, about 30 minutes before, but I typically don't need it for every meal, just if I know that there's going to be dairy or if there's going to be soy. It's something that might like upset my stomach, and then gluten I still just avoid completely. But this has helped so much, and I just feel like it kind of gets everything like going instead of just like sitting in my stomach and feeling bloated. It just helps it like go through me, just like with every other food. And then something else that's helped out my gut health, and this isn't something for your gut specifically, but something that I talked about in my last video as I was trying to fix my gut, was how much it got ruined from taking like my prescription strength Motrin. Was it Motrin? Yeah. And just like other like non-steroidal or anti-inflammatory drugs because of my ankle. And I was prescribed it because of my horrible period cramps, and then because of my ankle, I was, for weeks in January, I was just like taking it every like 4 or 6 hours every single day for weeks. And taking too many of those really messes with your stomach. Like it just is not good. You shouldn't really be taking it for more than a couple days. Even then, just like be careful with it. But I was just taking it so consistently that like I felt so sick after. Like my stomach was just always bloated. I just didn't feel well, and I knew like maybe it's because I'm taking so many of these super strong medicines. So since realizing that, and then since posting that last video, I haven't taken them at all. Even when I have really bad period cramps, I'm just like, you know what, like you can go through it, like you'll be fine. And my ankle was still hurting. Thankfully, it's pretty much all healed now, so it doesn't hurt as all. But even if it does like flare up a little bit, something that I've been using is CBD cream. I did talk about this in my period hacks video, but when I have cramps, I just put it over my lower stomach, and for my ankle, I do rub it on my ankle, and it's helped out so much more. And I feel like it does relieve the pain and like calm down those muscles and just make me feel so much better with a good like external source, versus taking something that could do the same thing but would really mess up my gut instead. So I've been doing that. I haven't taken a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug since late January or early February, and I'm fine. Like I'm dealing with pain fine. It's not like I'm going through anything to where I do need to take it. Of course, if you do have like some severe pain, or if you just got out of surgery, like take whatever they're giving you. But I feel like this has helped so much more, and I love it so much. I also give my mom, not that specific brand, but another one, because she has rheumatoid arthritis, so she will rub it on her joints when she hurts, and then like go to sleep after, and she says that works so well. And I love that she likes it and that she uses it so much, because now I know that like she's not going to be taking all these things that can hurt like her stomach and her liver, especially while she is on other medication for her rheumatoid arthritis. And then lastly, something that I actually learned when doing the Seed University course on Instagram is that foods that are probiotics aren't necessarily probiotics at all. There's a huge wasp outside. It did give like the definition of a probiotics, and just like that they're these microbes that when administered in a certain amount give like health benefits to the host, or like to yourself. And foods that claim to be probiotics, such as probiotic yogurt, kombucha, kefir, like all kraut, everything isn't actually a probiotic, because you can't really determine the probiotic level or anything in there. So to be eating those for like as your probiotic isn't necessarily doing anything, which is why you still should take a probiotic, or in this case of seed, it's a symbiotic because it's both a probiotic and a prebiotic together. So that is what will really help. Of course, still eat those things. They're still like really good for you, and I think they taste delicious. Like I love kombucha. I love my probiotic coconut yogurt. I love putting like red cabbage kraut on everything. So still eat it. Like it's still part of a really good, well-balanced diet, but don't rely on those foods specifically for your probiotics. And I know I talked about that a lot in my last video about how I was trying to eat like probiotic rich foods in order to help me out. Now only realizing that, well, they did help a little bit, taking good probiotic while also eating those things is helping out so much more. So it's just really a mix of the two. Don't rely on just one thing to do everything that you need it to do. But I'm still eating those things. I'm still loving them. And going back to that video, I also talked a bit about adrenal health and just like hormone health. So I still am eating a lot of cruciferous vegetables, and I'm still just eating a really whole, like well-rounded diet. So of course that is what is most beneficial. But you can't be taking all these supplements and eating specific things and just like popping all these like vitamins and supplements in hopes to live a really well-balanced, healthy life. It does start from the very basis of it, which is a healthy diet, like eating good, well-rounded meals, getting good proteins, carbs, fats, eating whole natural food sources, eating good, clean meat, everything organic, or not necessarily everything organic, but eating just like really clean, non-GMO. Try eating organic if you can afford it. There are certain things that you don't necessarily need to buy organic. When you buy any meat or poultry, making sure that it has no growth hormones and that it's raised like cage-free, because you want it to be like healthy and happy, and you just want everything that you're putting into your body to be really good, and to also eat just a variety of foods, a variety of fruits and vegetables, and also trying to eat seasonally. It's what works best for your bodies. It's how our bodies evolved, and eating just all these different things. Each plant has a different bacteria and just different like structure that goes into your body, and your body needs like a little bit of all of it. Your body can't just get everything from one source. So if you eat like a well-rounded meal of fruits, vegetables, and some healthy, clean meats, then you do get everything that you need. So, and then of course you can supplement with anything extra that you need afterwards. So again, try focusing on your food first and then adding supplements on top of that. Don't just eat like a standard American diet and hope that spending all kinds of money on supplements and vitamins will be like the cure-all for any health issues, or like that will make you so healthy and happy. Save your money on that and just eat whole good foods first. So that is my quick little gut health update. I hope you liked this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Comment down below what probiotics you're taking, what you do for your gut health, and what you want to see more of on my channel. And while you're there, be sure to subscribe. I upload a new video every Wednesday. So until the next one, thanks for watching.